license to kill, incarcerate, and confiscate for non-crimes. Remember, America is about liberty first and last, not obedience to bureaucrats. The Washington power clique wants you to shut up, get in line, do what you're told to do, and most outrageously, think what you've been told to think. We have hundreds of politicians and thousands of lobbyists crawling all over Washington, thinking of ways to control you, to extend their will over you, to subvert your freedom and replace it with their will, to capture, that is, to steal your life force. And so we should all be very angry, because anger is the engine that drives our will to resist. And without resistance, without awareness, they will take it all. That's not just politically perverse, it's a sin against mankind, because freedom is actually sacred. Drop an ant into a jar and seal the lid. It will spend the rest of its life trying to get out. It has nowhere to go, but it wants to be free. That is its nature. It's the way every living thing is made. Once, a long time ago, I saw something at the zoo, a wolf lying in its cage. I thought about how this magnificent animal was the end product of millions of years of evolutionary design. A nose that could detect the faintest scent, ultrasonic hearing, eyes that could see in the dark, teeth and jaws capable of crushing thick bone, heart and lungs that could run him for hours in a sub-zero blizzard. And yet there he was, lying forlorn and full of despair. He was well fed. He had a clean habitat and water and medical care. So what was the problem? He was sick with the knowledge that his wonderful powers would never be exercised again. And so he lay there, his head on his paws, staring blankly ahead at perhaps some imaginary forest that he could never reach because there were bars around him. They had not killed his body, but they were destroying his soul. God gave Adam and Eve freedom, even though he knew they would invite death into the world. That's how important freedom is in the divine scheme of things. And that's why we urge you to defend it always.
Well done. Well done. Again, I'd like to thank the late, rest in peace, Aaron Russo. Without him, that interview would have never happened. That speech would have never been out there. It was long canceled. I don't know if you can find any old episodes of it. He had a show called Mad as Hell, and I'm not going to take it anymore. And it was really good. That was one of his speakers from that show. And what that speaker says is exactly what the liberals are doing. That's right. In my opinion, under the leadership of the lefties, we are on the road to our own enslavement. With the lefties at the helm, your rights don't matter. Leftists' need and sense of justice is the most important thing to themselves. It feeds their need to control you. It feeds their need to enjoy your suffering. Look at what they're doing to Trump. I mean, to further just smack him in the ass, they're going to impeach him and he's out of office. Well, yes, I just burped and threw up a little in my mouth with that thought. As Nin once said, head like a hole, as black as your soul. They would rather die than give you control. And I won't even say give you control. They won't share it. The lefties like to rule with fear and extortion. They will twist, cheat, lie, steal, and murder to have their cake and eat it too. Most of all, they want to destroy the safety, reputation, and law of the U.S. Constitution. Stand strong, my friends. The enemy is at the gate, and they want to feast on your heart and soul. They love the taste of conservative blood and money. In 2022, you can save yourself. Put Republicans back in control of the House of Representatives. God helps those who help themselves. And as the seats start turning up, we got to put Republicans back in the Senate. That's what we can do. That's how we have to fight. We can nurse our wounds. We can be all pissy. We can yell. We can hoot. We can holler. We can go have a protest. Protests don't do anything. What did the protest do? It resulted in dead children, dead adults, and dead elderly. I mean, here we are in the middle of a pandemic. Hundreds of thousands are supposed to be dying of a disease, and you've got people out there killing each other over bullshit on an Antifa t-shirt. All I can say is, God bless the righteous that they don't lose the path, and God bless the lost that they may find it. This is James Hayden. This is CrusaderTalk.com. I'm out. I'm gone. God bless.